Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caspersight. How the devil are you? Today, we're looking into the realm of the paranormal, okay? So buckle up, get a coffee, cup of tea, whatever, mate. Get as snug as a bug in a rug, and let's do this. Well, hang on, right? Because we're looking into a channel called Fearsome Top 5. Please make sure you go to that channel, subscribe, and do the thing. This video is called Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos of Unsettling Paranormal Encounters. So, without further ado, diddly day, let's get freaky deaky, mate. It's Halloween. Come on! Without further ado, diddly day, let's do this. Shh! Go on, Fearsome Top 5.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. With Halloween getting closer, let's kick off October with 10 scary ghost videos.
Absolutely, mate.
Number 1. Late one night, a TikTok user named Felicia let her dog outside before bed.
Who let the dogs out?
She stood on her back porch, throwing a ball for her dog to fetch. But as she stood there, surrounded by the sound of chirping crickets, she heard something.
Crickets. Listen to his crickets. Crickets.
But as she stood there, surrounded by the sound of chirping crickets, she
Jiminy Cricket
heard something that sent her running inside.
Shush. Whoa, mate, that was legit. Her reaction was legit. Let's go back again. Rewind. Dog's that, huh? Wow! Aren't dogs supposed to be aware of these things? It looks like, well, what the hell are you on about, love?
While staring down at her phone, a ghostly voice seemed to call out. The sound of this voice immediately startled her, causing her to turn around, fully expecting to find someone standing there. If you listen closely, it sounds like this voice is saying, "Get out of here."
No, it doesn't.
Get out of here.
It just sounds like
saying, "Get out of here."
I don't think it says
Felicia
get out of here.
claims that when she heard this voice, it sounded like it came from directly behind her. And as she ran inside the house, her dog stood there confused, wondering what happened to playtime. Number 2.
Number 2, that was good, mate. Ooh, yes.
According to a man named Alan on TikTok, ever since he was a child, he always felt like something was following him. No matter where he went, an ominous presence seemed to cling to him, a dark shadow that was always watching. And every night as he laid in bed trying to fall asleep, he would open his eyes and catch a glimpse of a man in all black standing in the corner of his room. This pitch-black figure would ominously stand in place and stare directly at him. Well, fast forward to today, and Alan is almost certain that he finally caught proof of this menacing apparition.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I see you, mate. Look at ya. Here I am.
While a security camera was recording overnight, it managed to catch a dark figure walking in front of his house. This black silhouette seemed to suddenly manifest into view before creeping towards the right. But after it went out of view behind the pillar, it never re-emerged on the other side. The sight of this being sent a chill down Alan's spine the first time he reviewed this footage, as it brought back all the memories from his childhood of the dark figure that would stand in his room.
I remember. Do you remember the film Ghost? Right, one of the best films ever created. But remember when the bad guys used to die, and then the black spirits used to come up and get them, and they used to go. And they'd be like, no. Oh, mate, that was brilliant. It scared the... I mean, it didn't, because I ramboed it even as a kid, you know? I was mini Rambo. But, yeah, they were freaky deaky. Good, though.
Number 3. On the Creepy Outdoors YouTube channel, a man named John often sets out to explore creepy locations in Canada in the middle of the night. These locations are often surrounded by rumors of hauntings and paranormal activity. With a camera in one hand and a flashlight in the other, he ventures into these unsettling wooded areas completely alone. As he lets his curiosity guide him, he keeps his eyes peeled for anything out of the ordinary. Well, during one of these explorations, he experienced something that has haunted him ever since. On a chilly night in October, he began his adventure into a dark forest. He spent some time alone, enjoying the warmth of his campfire before beginning his journey into the depths of the woods. He trudged through what appeared to be a never-ending sea of dead trees, seeing nothing out of the ordinary the entire time. But as he continued, he soon realized that he wasn't as alone as he thought.
This one looks familiar.
Man, this place is so lonely. Imagine just being lost out here. It feels like this would never end.
That is dodgy. Oh, yeah, I've seen this one. I see you. Imagine that, mate. I know I've seen it. Get over it. All right? It's a raw reaction. But, mate, imagine you're all alone in the forest. I don't have to describe it. You've just seen it, right? But a mental bitch in the bloody forest like that. I see you. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, hi. What the hell?
Oh, mate.
I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That was f***ing creepy. I need to get out of here. Okay.
Oh, man.
As soon as he turned off his flashlight, an unnerving voice called out from the darkness, saying, "I see you."
That's just mental, mate. You're bloody mental. I see you. What are you doing in the fucking forest? I don't see you.
Oh, hi.
This chilling voice.
But it doesn't happen again. It's not like a response. It's a one-off, which makes it even more freaky.
This made his heart skip a beat, as he believed he was the only person around for miles. He immediately began heading back to camp, now worried for his safety. He moved quickly, trying to avoid whoever else might be in the forest. And eventually, he made it back in one piece, and decided to celebrate his survival by cracking a cold one. Now that's my kind of guy. Number 4. A woman named Sherry runs a TikTok account where she posts random snippets from her daily life. But one of these videos is of something that she's not sure how to explain. While at home, she began to hear noises coming from an empty room upstairs. These strange, unexplainable noises continued and became a somewhat common occurrence. Looking for answers, she decided to set up a security camera in that room to see if she could catch whatever was responsible. But when she finally received a notification from this camera, her heart sank as she reviewed the footage.
Oh, mate, this is going to be dodgy. I've got a funny... This is like some underground footage that somebody's found, right? With blood and pus and sick and vomit and everything else on it, right? They just wipe it off crusty. Find it. Put it in your VCR and show me what's on it. Why you, little fucking mini man, coming out from the floor, man? Shit!
An unsettling dark figure.
Mate, it'd be great if it just like morphed. It just sort of like just got bigger. Maybe not the twerking bit.
Appeared in the glass at the bottom of the door. What looks like a head and shoulders bobbed back and forth before eventually pushing one of the doors open.
What about the knees and toes?
And as soon as this door swung open, this chilling shadow ducked down, seeming to vanish into the floor. Sherry has no idea how to explain this, and has been incredibly uneasy ever since viewing this footage.
Sherry, baby, Sherry, won't you come out tonight?
All I have to say is, after seeing something like this inside of your home, I think it's definitely time to start looking for a new house. Number 5.
Number 5.
A Reddit user named Sabrina grew up in the same house that her father did. According to her, this house has a long
Was built on a graveyard.
history of people seeing an apparition that they call the Cowboy Man, who's been spotted throughout the house several times.
The Cowboy Man?
today-
I've heard of the Hat Man, but what's the Cowboy Man?
Today, she lives in the house with her husband and 2 sons that are 2 years old and 10 months old. And over the last few months, something dark has been targeting her oldest son. Sabrina claims that every morning her son would tell her that there was something dead standing in the corner of his room. And he would often cry, saying he saw this figure walking around him. Well, one day, when this activity was affecting him even worse than normal, she decided to check the camera in his room, and what she saw left her scratching her head. On the left side of the room, something strange can be seen. A white anomaly came into view from behind a bin before taking a sharp turn and floating through.
Is that one of those air fresheners that just go... You know? We've got one. We've got one. Right where the shoes are. After about half an hour of movement, it just goes... It just fires out some scents. Yeah? Not sense as in, like, come on, let's make some sense here. Sense as in the smelly sense.
Through the doorway. Whatever this is was only caught for a brief moment, but just long enough to freak me out. Number 6.
Yeah, okay. Or it could be a ghosty woasty, you never know. Number 6!
On an overcast day in Florida, a woman named Lux Mundy was sitting outside enjoying the weather. A storm was quickly approaching as heavier clouds rolled in. The sound of thunder echoed through the sky, but as Lux heard this, she noticed something bizarre about this sound. Thinking fast, she quickly pulled out her phone to get proof of what she was hearing.
Okay, I don't know if my phone will pick this up or not, but I've been outside for like 15 minutes, and the thunder sounds bizarre.
I bet it's gonna be like...
Like, not, I'm... What is that? I'm a 7th generation Floridian.
You're a fucking what, love? I'm a 7th generation Floridian. What the fuck is a Floridian? Huh? Is that like something to do with frog spawn? What is that? I'm a 7th generation fogsborn. What was that sound though?
What is
that's God just going. Can you guess what it is yet? Right, that's God doing something. That, or it's the Mysterons, or I don't know, man. Isn't that how they made Star Wars sound? Right, they got a massive wire, like electrical wire. They went miles, tensed it right up, and then they just went. And that's how they made the sound, wasn't it?
What is that?
I don't know, but I'm a 7th generation Floridian. Is it? It's not a Floridian. Hang on, what does that remind me of?
I'm a 7th generation Floridian.
Floridian?
And I have never heard thunder like that.
That's brilliant.
What is that?
That's got to be one of the best sounds I've ever heard in my life. The Floridian.
Thunder cracked through the sky. A strange sound soon followed. This bizarre echo caught her by surprise, as it's something she's never heard before, despite living in Florida for her entire life. Now, I've heard some thunder in my day, but never anything like this. So if you have any idea what this could be, please let me know. Number 7. Over on TikTok, a woman named Tanya posted several videos of a bizarre phenomenon that she can't explain. Every night around the same...
Don't worry, Caspers. I'm here. I'll explain it, okay?
Time while she's laying in bed, what looks like the imprint of something moving under the covers catches her eye. But every time she lifts them up, there's nothing underneath that could possibly be causing this.
Y'all see that?
I do see that.
My feet are literally right here.
Maximum small legs, please!
My blanket will just randomly move like that. That is so weird.
What the flip, man? What the flippity doo dah diddly day is going on here?
Stop!
Mate, I know what that is. That's called a suck fart. It's an opposite of a fart. It's when you suck in. It's a and you're causing a vacuum underneath the bed sheets. Stop it. It's not good for you. It's probably dangerous.
Y'all, my hair is standing on my arms because that's creepy. It does this about the same time every morning.
What?
So I'm not sure what it is trying to tell me something, but it's creepy.
The imprint of something small can be seen moving under the covers. This peculiar movement looks as if a small animal is moving around underneath. But Tanya claims besides her feet, there's absolutely nothing else under the comforter. Tanya firmly believes this could be caused by her beloved dog Frenchie that tragically passed away. This adorable white pup was her best friend and would often sleep in her bed under the cover.
I love dogs. Absolutely love them. And when I see jumpers on dogs, I do find it cute, but I don't understand it. Since time began, dogs have not needed jumpers. Why are we putting jumpers on dogs now?
It wasn't until after her passing that Tanya began to notice this strange phenomenon. So could this actually be the spirit of Frenchie? I'll let you decide. Number 8.
Number 8.
TikTok user Kubo Koi is an account run by a guy named Tyler.
Look at that fucking thumbnail.
that we recently saw on this channel. After buying a doll off of Facebook Marketplace,
Here we go.
The energy...
It's always Facebook Marketplace, isn't it? Right? You know, it's always from Facebook Marketplace that people buy these bloody dolls. Stop going on Facebook Marketplace and buying dolls.
His home took a turn and strange things began to happen. He's now often surrounded by unnerving sounds and the sight of objects somehow moving on their own. He's doing his best to capture these events on camera, and this is what he's managed to catch.
You're knocking on my bedroom door.
It could be a 7th generation Thermidite, or whatever it was.
Hello? Fuck. So sneaky. Hello? Just leave it alone.
While laying in bed,
That would be spooky, mate. I've got to be honest. That would be pretty freaky deaky.
the sound of knocking on his door caught his attention. And as he got up to investigate, he found no one outside of his room, but the door across from him eerily closed completely on its own. A few days later, while once again laying in bed, the sound of something in his closet was keeping him awake. Getting fed up, he asked the spirit what it was, and this was its response.
Knocking again?
Oh, yeah, I have seen this.
Can you please stop? I really want to sleep. What do you want?
What's that doll's head?
Can you answer me? What is it that you want?
I'd be like, mate, I pay the effing rent round here. You effing leave, bitch.
Please stop.
What the hell, mate? That freaked me out.
And what do you want? A soft, disembodied voice called out, saying leave.
Can you answer me? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? What is it that you want?
Which sounds like this spirit either wants Tyler to leave, or possibly that the spirit would like to leave the doll.
Okay, yeah, okay. You're seeing outside the box here, fearsome. Okay, I get you.
Desperate for answers, Tyler took advice from a viewer who suggested trying to use a Ouija board. But as we all know, using Ouija boards only makes things worse.
So someone suggested I try using one of these boards to try and see if it'll say anything. I'm not going to touch the little plastic piece because obviously then it would look weird if it moved. So I'm just going to ask it questions and see if it moves the thing at all.
Okay, here we go. Are you a 7th generation Thermidite? I know it wasn't Familiite. What was it? Hang on, what are we on now?
I'm a 7th generation Floridian.
Floridian? I'm a 7th generation Floridian.
It would look weird if
Here we go.
it moved. So I'm just going to ask it questions and see if it moves the thing at all.
Here we go. Are you a 7th generation Floridian?
Do you have a name? What is your name? You have to move the little plastic piece to reveal letters and spell something. It just moved. Alright, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
He stared down at the planchette, not
To be fair, his reaction was it seemed quite legit, right? Seems quite legit.
quite sure what to expect, when suddenly it began to slide across the board. This slight movement was more than enough for him to immediately regret this decision and stop completely. And with all this activity surrounding this doll, I think it might just be a good idea to strap some dynamite to little Miss Annabelle. Number 9.
Number 9.
A TikTok user named Kendall is a young mom that occasionally posts videos on TikTok. A little while back, she worked as a manager at Macy's, and early one morning as she was running through her opening duties, she began unlocking the doors to open the store for the day. But while she was doing this, something unsettling happened nearby.
Was that just an automatic door? No, clearly not, because she's shitting it.
I just remember looking around.
What?
Well, then it just closes. Like...
As she unlocked the front of the store, one of the doors behind her eerily opened. She immediately noticed and stared at the door, wondering how exactly did that just happen. According to Kendall, this was the only time she ever witnessed a door open like this. And after asking her boss to review the cameras and explain what happened, her boss basically said, "I have no idea." Well, if this happened to be a ghost, at least he's a gentleman that opens doors for ladies.
He must be a 7th generation.
Number 10. Lately, I've been keeping an eye on the haunting of a woman named Rosanna. She's done her best to consistently document the alarming paranormal things that
unfortunately, we've seen a couple of these guys, but I'm still having fun, okay? So
happen in her home. From spine-chilling whispers in the
you
night,
never know.
Inanimate objects moving on their own, and even shadow figures, Rosanna has struggled to rid herself of this evil presence. And after her last terrifying encounter, she fled her home to stay in a hotel.
Is this the one with the is this the one with the wobbly head? That's crazy, man. Look at you. I would fly and kick through that.
Loli.
Le Boisson? Here it is. Here it is, mate. This is freaky as shit. Look at you. Look! Hey, look at watch the head wobble, mate! Look, listen, shush! Oh! God, mate! I know, but look at it! What in the Jacob's ladder is going on here? Hello! Mate. Oh my God, I would just go gadget arm, reverse punch. I'd be like, twist. The twist to break the skin, right? Bang! Bang! And he'd be like, oh, I'm a 7th generation Floridian. Oh, yes.
Loli.
Mate, this is fucking amazing.
She immediately started recording when the door in front of her began to swing open and closed. She then inched closer to the door after hearing her cat Loli begin to cry in the hallway. But when she looked down the dark hall, she came face to face with a black silhouette. This heart-stopping sound.
Imagine seeing that in the corner of your room when you wake up. You're waking up, right? You got a cold sweat, and you've got a slight headache, and you're just like, and you can't move, and you can't shout out, and you look to the right, and that thing's there like that, looking at you, you little bastard.
I caught her off guard, causing her to freeze in place. She darted back into the room, then peered into the hallway once more, only to find this figure now merely inches away. As she crouched down in fear, this figure simply watched, staring down at her from the windows in the door. Real or a hoax? I'll leave that up to
We'll find out today.
you to decide. But if this little freak is actually real, then I'll be sleeping with every light in the house on. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you
Thank you very much, mate. That was excellent. It was absolutely excellent. Fearsome Top 5. Thank you so much. And if you like this reaction, please make sure that you double check to see if you're subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, it doesn't matter. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.